Only Lord Harrowmont is fit to be king.
Of course, you would say that you're part of his house.
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate. We are honored by your trust, Warden.
I didn't say I
heard there was
trusted
a
you
Grey
guys
Warden
yet.
here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful you're not in a better position to help.
Owie. Okay, well, can I speak to your lord?
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Oh my god. How can I prove I'm not working for him?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today.
Oh, good
The
god.
Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Why would you simply care who wins the tournament? Do you want me to find out why your fighters dropped out?
That would be enlightening.
I'm not fighting.
Well, I hope
I'm
you
not
won't
pledging to
pry too
fight for
deeply
your
into
ass
things
yet.
they
I don't know
wish
you.
revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving
Here
as
it
his
is.
lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm.
And this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Harrowmont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
Why did I bring
How
you?
dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience?
Your snide comments are not helping.
Were I you, I would seek a stronger king than this Harrowmont.
Surely you don't mean Balin.
Balin seems strong but also cruel. I will not help him. Why can't I? What?
Have it your way.
Then you agree to fight in Harrowmont's name. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I don't want to start picking sides. Can I like figure things out
I'm afraid
first?
your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on
Like
his
shit,
side.
I haven't even met this other guy, so give me a damn second. Ooh, pretty.
House Harrowmont is honored to have you here.
I'm sure you are. Oh shit, give me this room and I might just pledge my loyalty.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Open it. What good are you? All you're doing is saying snide shit. I swear to God.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Thank you. I'm starting to like you guys more and more, but I also want to meet this other guy and see if he's a jackass. Who are you?
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
I agree. Even though I don't know anything on it.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
It's possible.
Lord Harrowmont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king. Yes.
You're not very good at your job.
I just get paid to speak the truth. If you have an issue, speak to my employer.
I'm gonna speak to your employer about your lack of commitment to your job. That was pitiful.
So this is the seat of the king. Except he isn't sitting there at the moment, I suppose.
I'll get on it.
Well, from what I know about the damn dwarf origin story, I don't blame me for killing his bitch ass. Pretty nice castle, though. What the hell was that? What the fuck's going on over there? What's happening?
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
The prince values your support, Warden.
I didn't say I support it. I have not offered my support to anybody. I don't know why the fuck you guys are pulling that out of your ass.
My back.
What the fuck? So you guys clearly failed at robbing the castle. Good job.
All right.
I didn't do it.
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Then I did do it. It was me.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Thanks again, Warden.
The kitchen. Dang, we got lots of food. It's a nug! Let me guess, you can't unlock that,
Speak
can
on.
you?
As you like.
Useless! Should've just brought Liliana with me, you fucker.
All right.
The inscription is old and worn, overlooked by most as a carving detail. The beast is foreign, but the need is familiar. Home and hearth suffer beneath strength and strangeness. Is it hearth? It's hearth, right? Anyways, these new candidates of this Ferelden are better as friends than strangers, so we resist on their behalf and work with their users to bind the stone. They no longer fear their skies, and we further our trade above. Lured from above, cornered and corralled, three standing in position, a fourth signals a throne. Stasis for the beast, so long as the king holds a throne, so long as a king wills it held. Wait, that thing straight up says they want to trade with Ferelden, yet they get punished if they go and trade with Ferelden.
Now's better than later.
I was in your throne room, it was... You know what, I expected more, but... There's a video about why Balin should be king. I mean, maybe they have a good argument, I don't know. I'm just gonna choose who I choose. I'm leaning towards the Lord, not fucking Balin.
Thief!
Who would dare take from the memories?
I didn't steal shit.
Warden, I'm outraged.
Oh.
A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a look at him?
I did. He was bald.
Kenny?
A garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Oh my god, Kenny, you robbed them, you bald ass bitch.
I'm quite busy. Please do not disturb me.
Excuse me, I can't chat.
I can't chat.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I could try to find him.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn?
Oh my god, you're
There aren't
so...
even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a fucking Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Now you want to be all nice to me, huh? Crazy how that works.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Zebor. How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
What? How? What? I just got here. Okay. Let's talk about Orzammar, I guess.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Ah. Are there any paragons in Orzammar right now?
There is one paragon of this generation, a woman named Branka. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal.
How the hell
it
is
could
that
burn
possible?
in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Where is Branka now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
Oh, she probably did. Tell me some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's Tig is far into the deep roads.
Yeah.
When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
What's it? What?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
So why didn't you bring him into Orzammar to protect him? That would have made more sense now.
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Shirak is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Can you blame them?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the Darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many Darkspawn as possible.
Back to my first questions.
Please, speak your mind.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here, I guess.
That is an odd request.
It's not my request.
Especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle. I don't give two fucks about the chantry, but...
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
What I'm gonna do to just let him preach.
Wherever this chantry has spread among humans, it replaced all beliefs preceding it. Were we to let these preachers into Orzammar, how long before the ancestors stop hearing the voices praising them?
Chance's charities could greatly aid Orzammar. I get your point.
What sort of charities do you mean?
Chantry cares for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks.
Ugh.
Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Nah.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
I genuinely couldn't care less about the fucking chantry and shit. But he asked me nicely.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
The blessing of the Shaperite is given only to those who walk with the stone. It is a path that cuts deep, and the road is far from secure, but those who desire to work in memory must first honor it. Document the stone, protect her, and present a new history to the memories. Only then will the blessing of the Shaperite be upon you. Should I even bother? I'm gonna... You're fucking... I hate you. God damn it, what good are you? Sword of Faith, I already know they don't have gods. They... Chant of Light is almost never heard in all of Orzammar. This is hardly surprising, for unlike the elves, who were literally abandoned by their gods, and the Tevinters, who worship dragons, the dwarves have no gods at all. Even the concept of worship is foreign in Orzammar. Instead, the dwarves seem to venerate the stone, a name they give to the earth itself. This seems practical for a people living underground, if perhaps a bit unimaginative. For guidance in spiritual matters, they turn to their ancestors. These ancestors, who are said to have returned to the stone, communicate their wishes to the living via brutal trials by combat called provings. The ancestors' collective wisdom is maintained by the Shaperite, which can apparently store records in Lyrium itself. Set above the ancestors, above even kings, are the paragons, dwarves who have achieved such greatness that they are elevated almost to godhood. These are the great figures holding up the hallway that leads from the surface. The first glimpse of Orzammar that outsiders, yeah, they don't have a god. There's, which doesn't seem to be really causing issues for them, so... The Nug? I once served a human some Nug, and he proclaimed that it was like eating an unholy union of pork and hare. The idea disturbed him so much that he declined to finish his serving and made himself content with some stale bread. Of course, this only goes to show that surfacers, human or otherwise, have tragically unrefined palates. The nug is surely the most delicious animal I have ever tasted. Only a dead man would not salivate at the thought of a tender morsel of roast nug melting in his mouth. That sounds so gross. The Paragon Varen, although his house has fallen, shall always be remembered for discovering the wonders of nug flesh. Admittedly, it was discovered only out of desperation, when he was separated from his legion and lost in the deep roads for a week. But we won't hold that against the good Paragon. Ew, while nug pancakes and nuggets, my own children love these, are the nug dishes one encounters most often. Nug can be prepared in other interesting and elegant ways. The late King Ansgar adored nug, seared on a hot metal plate and finished in the oven, and dressed in a cream sauce flavored with deep mushrooms. You must be careful when using the mushrooms from the deep roads, because they often grow close to darkspawn bodies. They say that this is what gives them their unique flavor and intoxicating scent, but it also means that consuming too many of them may result in curious afflictions of the mind. Not the poor nug, I hate it. They have nuggets, though. It's like chicky nuggets.
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
No, but that'd be kind of cool to read about at some point. And it has to be so, like, the air has to be so stale in here.
Raise your voice in favor of Lord Balin. He will bring us change. News of the
And
hour.
super
Questions
stuff.
remain as to Lord Balin's involvement in King Endrin's death. Possibility of patricide scandals shocking.
So going back to the comments. No, we don't eat nuggets. Why not?
You're the best
Oh, I
ranger
have to
I've
give
ever
it to you.
seen. A trust fund.
Oh, that's why I just give it to. Doesn't give all of it to you at once. That's why you only pay me 12. Dagna, I promise I will eventually get to you. I swear. Oh yeah, hey, dumbass.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
I have, and he said you could do your stupid prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend.
Eh.
I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
I'm not gonna come to your service. I don't believe in the Maker, but whatever makes you happy.
I see enemies ahead.
We'll get plenty.
A human in this is noble too.
Shall we compete?
Yeah, that's why people find out about my family call me my lord. Because I'm nobility.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I like my armor, thank you.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin?
Depends on what
Could
sketchy
be I
shit.
have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking before I agree.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium. The sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns.
Reasonable?
You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
It must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
Dude, I don't have that kind of money.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
How about you give it to me for free, or I turn you into the cops? Bitch. The case system in Orzammar includes many groups of privilege, the nobility and the warriors above all others, but to a lesser degree the merchants and the smiths and the miners. Tradition establishes a clear hierarchy, but as in any culture with an upper class, there is also a clear underclass. These unfortunates, the so-called caseless, are believed to be descendants of criminals and other undesirables. They have been looked down upon since Orzammar's foundation. They have taken up residence in a place called Dusttown, a crumbling ruin on the fringe of Orzammar's common areas. Orzammar societies consider these caseless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, the caseless are not allowed to become servants as it is too honorable a position. So what, they're just fucked? They are seen as little better than animals, their faces branded at birth to mark them as the bastard children of the kingdom. Their home district, little more than a slum, is a haven for crime, organized and otherwise. Orzammar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. Why are they... So they can't get out of their situation at all? That's kind of stupid, isn't it? The best that most caseless dwarves can hope for is a life at the whim of a local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or an overabundance of toxic lichen eld. Even so, there is some hope for the caseless, a dangling rope that offers a way up into greater Orzammar society. Since the dwarf's caste is determined by the parent of the same sex, the male child of a nobleman is part of that noble's house and caste. Strangely, their shit's confusing. I was either gonna play a human or an elf, but I always go with humans.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
I want to backhand you so bad. This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
Whatever, what do you have?
Why don't you take a look?
Backpack. God, I want to get a fucking backpack. Never have a fucking backpack. Crow poison. Interesting. Back, 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 back. Back, 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 back. Back, 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 back. You're just saying that because you're the size of a dwarf, Kenny.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Says who? Tougher than you, short stuff. Looking for a thief?
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in?
You're not even slick.
You walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
You're not even slick. Don't be a thief if you can't even cover your own ass. Come on now. Bring it on, King. You ain't gonna shit. Anyways. Losing betting receipt. Of course.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Maybe I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
That's not how that works. That doesn't happen.
Yes. When my dot left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
That doesn't happen. You're bound by gravity, not stone.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple.
Are you an actual cripple, or are you scamming me? What about a generous kick in the face? That's horrible. If she's an actual cripple, that's fucking horrible.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezhda to fill?
What is wrong with you, Kenny? I'm not gonna kick her. She's not a hoe. You're fucked up. How did you get crippled? I hope it's a sad story so you feel bad.
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Oh my god! Ah!
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dusttown. Jarvia's got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
Ugh. I don't even want to imagine what broken kneecaps feel. I've had a dislocated kneecap. That was hell.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
You mean my brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Where's a body go to get drunk around here?
If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want.
Why the hell would you want to see that, Kenny?
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Why in the fuck?
Spare a bit for the needy? Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's
My
for
lord?
my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Do you really have a son? Why doesn't your son's father help you?
Question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. Since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
Unless you abandon your son? What does your family want you to do? Let me guess, they want you to abandon your son.
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Wow, that's fucking horrible. Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
Because what they want is fucking horrible. I don't like to see a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Stiff-necked man, huh? Well, unless he's flexible, I'm gonna break his neck. That's what's gonna happen. What does it say? Slum's house. Hello?
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Okay. Said Ram. Surely, a slum's house does not have a lock so sophisticated you can't pick it, right? Right? You are the worst rogue I have ever seen.
Can I get you a lap?
Suspicious door. On closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. Look in it. See nothing but blackness. I don't have anything that I can use to open it. Two went under my left kneecap and busted my right kneecap. So, god damn. My knee still gets fucked up from time to time, and I dislocated it. How long ago was it? I was with my ex at the time, so 4 years? 3 or 4 years? Yeah. Shit's painful. I'd rather break a finger again than have my knee fucked up.
Atrust Valis, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapster's. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'm looking for someone. Actually, tell me a bit about the city first before I...
So you come to Tapster's?
Yeah,
I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Is there any place I should see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
No, because I have to fight in the Proving.
It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
I've broken every single finger except my pinkies. Don't know how. Don't want to break my pinkies. Ever. I'm looking for someone.
Maybe I can help.
I'm looking for a man named Ordle.
He's the one in the corner, still dusty from the mines. Don't expect him to be chatty.
I don't need him to be chatty. He's gonna listen to what I have to say and he's gonna like it. Oh my god, it's drunk karaoke. Wait, can I talk to you?
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you? You're looking for a fist to share your face?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
Grey Warden. Wait, if you work for him, you tell me about him.
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Damn it. Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
I've never been in Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world.
So I've been told.
Die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
These punch trees when I get. Oh, yeah, I broke my fingers playing soccer. Not. I don't recommend. But better for you to punch a tree than somebody else, even if they piss you the fuck off.
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who else is in Deep Roads?
Lord Haramont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca.
Why are you all looking
the
for?
city's getting to miss having a paragon.
Ew.
Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
I see. Thanks for the drink, but I should go.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
In Dwarven
What?
Dinna breka ansordans nedeg baraks går helvarik. Varstaktis a parva gorda jebindar deg tavirradik. Gorda shebna gor ham raksa paragan veram gadrik.
What are you looking at, stranger?
They make drinking look so fun, but the hangovers aren't fun. What kind of monster throws a shot? Yeah, let's just go. Let's go in swinging.
Oh, I'm the monster, not the castless wretch that filled my daughter with his brat. I've got a family and a reputation to protect. I'm not letting one stupid girl drag us all down.
So you're a piece of shit. If you don't take them back, that's murder.
She knows what she has to do to come home. She's always been welcome, just not the brat.
You're
so
horrible.
Tell her that, and don't ever tell me what to do with my family.
How about I just kick your face in, little fucker?
I'm not talking about my private business with the likes of you.
I'm gonna kick you in the damn face. I'm gonna.
They're everywhere. I can't take it.
What?
Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends. There's things older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
What the fuck did you give me? The riders follow after every town. Ever since my lucky break deciphering the story, I see it now how they take the locals closest to me, preventing rest or kinship. I thought this was a road to glory, but I am dogged at every step by his talents. Gaxkang? Gaxkang? Curse his name the day I heard it. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age, the beast, the unbound, dormant until one of true spirit claims his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. Scribbled in the corner in a shaky hand. 3 pages, 3 ages. Same story, updated. Same as a tavern song, but older. Signature torn on purpose, but compare and get Wilhelm Madon all from him. How? What? He's talking like the fucking... What are they? What? Matt Herman, whatever his name was.
Told him I don't understand why the Brugans aren't open to everything. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Slap him back.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns.
You're
You
a grown-ass
understand what I'm
man, do
saying,
you
right?
want?
On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
You're right, yeah. Controversial opinion, though. But, yeah, things are hardly equal on the surface.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no?
Yeah.
Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
You know anything about this cartel?
The assembly passed laws prohibiting the casteless from holding any job a legitimate citizen can do.
That's just stupid.
Of course they turn to crime. What else can they do? As you wish.
Hey, no, I want to talk more.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar?
What do you think of the candidates for... Yeah.
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Court in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
You get to vote. So who are you voting for, Tommy?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Oh, fuck. Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside.
Alright, you're not.
Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll
that's...
give him that. And as you wish.
We've a bit of stew on the fire.
Where? I don't see any damn stew.
Now.
Oh, he actually opened it up into a chantry. You got 2 whole worshippers.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzammar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible.
Good, I expect a plaque on the door.
I will, see what I can do.
If I don't have a plaque on the door by tomorrow, I'm burning the chantry down. You have been given fair warning. Think I have enough for you?
I trust Father, my nut-bragging boy.
Oh, there's one right there. I'm saving. I realize I haven't done that for a while. There you go.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
I'm the only wrangler you've ever seen, be real.
What's this? A human? Can we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
I'm a Grey Warden.
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesh's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
What do you know about Paragon Bronca?
What anyone knows. She went out there with her entire house and she's never come
Her entire house?
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
Dan, it's Sully.
Now she's an ancestor.
I know.
No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels.
I know. I could tell instantly. Are dogs found on danger in these tunnels? Probably not. Probably like collapsing tunnels. Maybe other creatures that are native down there.
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
They have the head of a worm. Ew. Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death. Alright, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
The blessing of the shipwright is given only to those who walk with... Oh yeah, I already read that part. Orzammar has carved a legacy from the stone, but history is more than the comings and goings that fill the streets. These caverns are old cuts and well-traveled. The true will of the stone is revealed far from the halls of politics and commerce. The shaper must step away from the familiar and seek out revelations from the frontier or buried secrets from paths abandoned. The shaper must first walk away if he is to return. Well... Guess I'm joining the stupid proving.
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
Don't tell people what I'm doing. It's none of their business. Or if I just...
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
I don't even... You can't fucking pick a goddamn lock in a slum house. No.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Yeah, fine.
Provings are how our ancestors show their judgment, pitting body against body in a ring of scared stone. Everyone in Orzammar accepts that judgment.
Scared stone. Is that what you just said? It's sacred. Who's fighting for Balin?
The usual. A couple of Idukans, some Gavorns. He has many men lined up, but not all of them are top-ranking. Piotin Idukan and Wojciech Ivo are his best. They're both unpredictable, and some of the best fighters Orzammar has seen.
How well do you know the Lord?
I served under General Harrowmont for 3 years. Under his command, every dwarven life is important. He would not waste even a single soldier.
Okay, that sounds
good. He's the king Orzammar needs, especially in a blight. Balin would call any fight a victory so long as he remains standing. Balin is hosting a proving tournament to honor his father's memory, but he somehow scared off most of Lord Harrowmont's fighters. If you can enter as Harrowmont's champion, you would prove your dedication well.
Fine.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
I'm sure it's on console, bud. Where is he? Origins PS5. There's no remastered or re-release version for PS5, but could play it on PS3, yeah. Well, get a damn laptop then. I've been telling you for ages to get a damn laptop. You don't listen to me. So whose fault is that?
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
What was that about there?
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
I should leave before you start complaining about me too. Well, who the fuck are you?
I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod.
Who is he?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Bronca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What do you mean gelded him?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
I mean, I know why he cares, but...
She's still his wife, isn't she?
Oh!
Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Why are you hounding on him for wanting to go rescue her then? That's fucking... They're married!
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Why did she even go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Damn.
It's been 2 years since Bronca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Again, can you blame him? That's his wife.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
I'd go in there and find my wife too. You went to the bar, right?
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments. I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easily assured nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvie I'll get her money.
Jarvie's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Yeah, I'm gonna intervene.
Can I get so you can get off my back?
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Get out of here. This is private business.
Do you want help or not? It's more like extortion to me.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger.
Yep.
Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff to say honorable business, you see. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
You're hilarious, little man. You are hilarious.
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Get your short ass out of here.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her Carta? Maybe I can stop
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Their children as well.
Their births are abominations.
Oh my.
They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
If they're destined to be criminals, whose fault is that? Sounds like your society's
Do you
fault.
have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
You're so full of shit, you can probably go for cheaper. Interesting. Need that for fighting fucking Flemeth. Working on it, Dagna. We're almost. Where's he at? There you are, in the corner.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
All the rest of whom?
Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
Is that who Bronca is? She's a I mean, I already knew that.
City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. What's it matter to you, huh? You trying to find out her secrets? That what Harrowmont sent you here for?
No.
I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He looking to take it for himself? A little lost technology of the ancients to throw Balin right out of the picture?
I don't know what you're going on about. What are you talking about?
You are looking for it.
Oh my...
Of course. That's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother, too. I need a bleeding drink.
Don't bring my
You
mother
keep
to
on your
this.
errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren. Sod off, Duster.
You're a fucking duster. Shut up. My mother's dead and you just told her to fuck off. You fuck off.
You know, Will, I have a friend back in Antiva who would be very excited to meet you.
I'm sorry.
Salvail prefers women with experience and maturity. He says they have more substance, are more robust and flavorful.
Does he now?
Indeed. No need to deny it. Zevran knows a fine bird when he sees one.
I am not a bird.
There is no reason to deny yourself the pleasure of male companionship, after all, yes? You might balk now, but I assure you, Salvail is a gentleman of means and quite handsome.
I am going to walk away now. Calmly, coolly. This is to save you the pain of having your brain forcibly removed through your ears.
You tell him.
This must be a Ferelden thing, I swear.
I didn't realize how short he was. Damn. He's a shorty. Demons primarily come in 5 varieties. What the fuck's laughing like a hyena in here? Freak.
I can't wait to watch Piotr fight.
Do they?
He's so accomplished.
I mean, why would anyone find that entertaining?
A lot of societies have.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
Never seen you before in my life.
Nor I you, but it's pretty obvious who you're working for. You're working for Harrowmont? Look, best of luck to you, but I really need to leave.
Not so fast. What are you trying to hide?
Nothing. I'm leaving the Proving.
If you tell me what's happening, October.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
Scandalous.
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
Pretty weird that you're fucking your cousin. What evidence does he have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I can get the letters.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter, Miaja, has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harrowmont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands.
Or were you here to take part in the fight?
Let's hear more about his fight.
Well, with politics what they are, many combatants are dedicating their fights to either Prince Balin or Lord Harriman, mostly Balin. It's a regular parade of past winners out there. Piotr Naidukan always leads a battle unit. He's the prince's cousin. Miaja and Lukejan are twins from the warrior caste. They fight together, put on a good show. They'll all be in their chambers if you want to talk.
Alright. That's interesting, but I'm not sure. I'll come by later.
Don't wait too long. The proving will begin as soon as everyone's ready.
Where are their chambers at? This way?
Got it.
The proving. In the 23rd year of the reign of King Ragnan, an old man of the servant caste was accused of stealing a sapphire ring from his employer, Lord Dace. The servant was stripped of his position, and he and his family thrown to the streets. Soon after, the servant died. The son of the disgraced servant challenged Lord Dace to a proving, declaring that his father had been the victim of a cruel injustice and the ancestors would bear him witness. Lord Dace had no choice but to accept. On the sacred stone of the proving ground, the nobleman faced the servant boy. Lord Dace carried a sword crafted for his own hand, and was clad in his great-grandfather's armor. The servant boy had neither armor nor weapon. When the battle began, the boy fought like a whole pack of angry deep stalkers, flinging himself upon the startled lord, wrenching the sword from his hand, and prying at his armor with bare fingers. The boy knocked Lord Dace to the ground and beat him until the lord begged for mercy. The boy and his family were reinstated to their place in the Dace household, and the virtue of the boy's father was not questioned again. The ancestors had spoken, and no one would question their word. Damn, so he fought like a psycho. Do what you gotta do.
This area is off limits. Combatants only.
Kiss my ass. I hear you've been threatening Harrowman's fighters.
Is that an accusation?
Harrowman,
It's
whatever.
illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
Mm-hmm. It's private matter. You shouldn't interfere.
You haven't been here long. You'll learn soon enough. Nothing in Orzammar is private.
I'm gonna rip your hair off your head.
Find out.
Come on, Lukejan. We have a fight to prepare for.
I'm gonna rip your hair off your damn head.
You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
And what are you gonna do about it? It's 5 against 1. Sorry, 5 against 2.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
You're such a filthy liar, you're not gonna be able to open it. What did I tell you?